Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna show you guys my setup, my in-game settings and stuff like that. A lot of people have been asking me what settings I'm using, so yeah, I'm gonna show you that today. There will be chapters on the side of the video so you can decide what you want to watch. For example, my NVIDIA settings, my setup, or my AVA in-game settings, my rendering settings, stuff like that. So yeah, let's get right into it. Well, this is my gaming room. As you can see, this is my Razer gaming chair. I have 3 monitors set up. The only one in the middle is important. It's 280 Hz. These are my lights for good lighting for the stream, of course. So you can see my face. There's my camera. Here the monitors on the triple monitor stand. This is my Corsair keyboard. My Astro 840. A microphone, Shure SM7B with peripherals for that. Stream Deck. This is what I'm using to switch my scenes in OBS. Also to turn on my lighting and stuff to control everything for the stream. A Logitech Superlight Pro with a Logitech mousepad and my gaming computer, of course. Specs you can see here. Okay guys, here we are on my desktop. First off, I want to tell you guys, in case you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you should always open up your GeForce experience and make sure your drivers are up to date. This can always yeah, have some problems or anything like that, so just make sure your drivers are up to date. Also make sure when you updated your drivers to change your settings in games, because I always have the problem as soon as I updated my drivers, it resets the in-game settings in AVA, so you should always yeah, check that as well. Second one is I'm using a Malwarebytes. It's just an antivirus scanner kind of for your computer. Just make sure your computer is clean and there is no yeah, viruses running in the background. It will always yeah, result in performance loss, so make sure you do a scan every week. I also use Driver Booster. It's scanning on your computer for all your drivers in case your drivers are out of date. As you can see here, my drivers are have some updates, so I should yeah, upgrade them now, so I can do that with the driver boosters. I'm not gonna do that now, I'll do it after the video, but you should always check this as well. Next off, we're gonna check the config settings. Let's move to Steam, Global, Properties, Local Files, and Browse. Then we go to AVA Game, Config, and the AVAoptionsettings file. I'm not going too deep into this. Snowshovels has a good video about this, explaining everything. I will link it in the description in case you guys want to watch the video and learn more about the config. The only thing I kinda changed is the raw mouse input. I put it on true. Normally this is on false. I like to have yeah, raw mouse input, so I put it on true. Normally I mess around with the monitor hertz. I put it to 280, but it really doesn't matter if you have it on basic scanning rate. And yeah, the other settings you can Snowshovels video. Then we're gonna move to my NVIDIA control panel settings. Okay. Here. So yeah, here are my settings. I have image scaling off, ambient occlusion off, anisotropic filtering, application controlled, FXAA off, gamma correction on, anti-aliasing mode, application controlled, off, max frame rate off, CUDA GPUs all, DSR factors off, low latency mode on ultra. I don't know if this really making a big difference, but yeah, I just have it on ultra. Max frame rate off, MFA off, auto. Make sure you put your rendering GPU on your GPU, of course, on your graphics card. Power management, make sure to put this on performance to get the most power. Refresh rate, put it on highest available. Shader cache, unlimited. Texture filtering and sort of example on. Negative bias allow. Quality, put it on high performance. Linear optimization on. Auto off. And make sure to put VSync off. I tried to play with VSync. It makes the game really smooth, but the input lag is so much higher. You just don't want that. I prefer to have everything set to highest so you can see people the fastest instead of smooth gameplay. Put this on 1, off, and auto. On my resolution you can see 9020, 1080, 280 Hz. Yeah, there's not much more to say. I put my digital vibrance on 70. Put here your graphics card. Yeah, it's not much more. No scaling. 80. Just like that. Also, I want to mention, you should, if you have a good graphics card, you should change these settings. You should go to graphics settings, graphic settings here, open it, search AVA, and go to options, put it on high performance to make sure it's set to your graphics card. As you can see, my RTX 3080 is here. This yeah, made me give me more FPS and performance in game. Now we're gonna open AVA and show you guys the settings I use in game. Okay guys, here we are in game. Let's switch to my settings tab. Here are my video settings. I have my lobby mode in window because I like to switch between my monitors, what I'm doing on Steam and on stream and everything like that, so I can switch easily. When I'm going in game, I have it full screen. This is yeah, the easiest for your computer to run, and yeah, it will give you the most frames as possible. Field of view, I'm doing 90, the standard resolution, full HD. I know there are some better resolutions, maybe. It's kind of your own preference. I always played full HD, so I kind of got adapted to it, and it looks the best for my videos, of course, because I'm a content creator. My graphic settings are high as possible. I got everything high. Shadow using in real time, pretty hard for your computer, but yeah, it's really good. You can see the shadows from enemies before they're picking the corners, for example. So yeah, it's just the advantage thing. Character, I mean, everything is high. Vertical effects high, background detail on. Yeah, put my glare effect on 2. Don't put this too high, guys, this is gonna distract you. But I figured out 2 looks better than 0, and it's not that distracting, and it looks good for my videos, of course. Light shaft effect is off. Anti-aliasing put highest, and fog off as well, of course. You come to audio, please make sure to put the reverb effect off. This is gonna fuck up everything, so just don't enable this. Then we switch to the control settings. I'm playing with 4.72 mouse settings on 800 DPI with 1000 polling rate. I tested this a lot, and this just works the best for me. I'm not gonna change it to 5 or so it's easier. This just works for me. I just keep it there. That's why it's like that. Please make sure to put off mouse smoothing and inverted mouse. Just don't use that shit. It's not worth it. Fucking up. Anyway, as far as my keyboard settings, it's pretty original, except that I put let's see, my main weapon to my mouse button 2 and my secondary weapon to button 1. I'm using the quick switching on my mouse. That's the fastest way, in my opinion, to quick switch, and yeah, it just takes a lot of practice, but it's just the fastest method available. Also, you don't have to use your keyboard, so you are not restricted in any movement. So you can just do whatever you want, move, go behind corners, jump, I don't know what, but you have all your freedom in your movement. And the other thing is shift. I'm using my walking, shifting on my left alt instead of shift. Then we go to the game settings. I'm using VSync here. The only reason why I'm doing this is uncapping your FPS. Normally the maximum FPS you can get in this game is 200. If you enable this one, it will go unlimited, so what your computer can run, kinda. I'm running, depends on what situation, what map and where you're standing, but most of the times I'm running between 300 and 1200 FPS. Also, it's pretty nice because, yeah, I'm using 280 Hz, so you want to be above that, of course, otherwise you're gonna get lag and skipping frames, but yeah. Also, the highest available FPS is good for your input lag. The more FPS you have, the lower input lag you have as well. I'm using my second cam and my minimap shot after image. This is the Corsair I'm using. And yeah, that's my settings kinda in game. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I'm recording. I'm using Shadowplay from GeForce. You can press Alt Z to the shortcut, or just open the program here. I'm just gonna press Alt Z now. You can see normally instant replay I have this on, but now I put it off so I can show you guys the settings. My HUD layout, I normally have it only on performance and FPS. This is giving me the FPS counter in the corner, so I can yeah, keep an eye on how many frames per second I'm getting. Somehow it went out. Let's go back in. And keyboard shortcuts don't really matter. Here we go to video capture. I'm recording 3 minutes and I put the quality on custom. I put it to 4K in 60 FPS and I put the bitrate all the way to the maximum. It's pretty the files are pretty high, but the quality is just insane. I'm doing this for the latest 2 videos now and it's just so much better. I wish I always did it like this. So this is my recording, what I'm using. Then I will show you my OBS settings. Okay, this is the output. Put it on CBR, the rate control, bitrate 6000. This is the maximum for Twitch. Keyframe interval, put it on 2 seconds. Preset, put it on P7, slowest. It's the best quality. Tuning high quality, multipass, single pass, powerful high. Psycho visual tuning on, GPU 0 and max B frames 2. Then we go to the advanced tab, 30 seconds delay. Thinking to put more because unfortunately we have players that are looking in the stream sniping. Yeah, it's what it is. And that were my OBS settings. Okay, here we are in Sony Vegas. This is the program I use to edit all my clips and videos for YouTube. First off, we go to the project settings. I normally put this on 4K, or now it's on Full HD because I'm not using in-game clips what I recorded in 4K, so this one will be Full HD. Make sure you put your frame rate to 60, or this one, double NTC, it doesn't really matter. I put my full resolution rendering quality on best and my resample on disable resample. This will make the clips a little bit smoother, and yeah, it will look better for the video. Sometimes it's not working, it's not doing it to other clips. What I do is I press D a couple times to go to the selection tool, then I select all the clips, then I press on switches and go to here and disable resample. That's a quick way to do it on all of the clips as well. Don't forget to press D to go back to your mouse. Then we go to the rendering settings, taking a little bit time. I save this under the YouTube 4K. You can see the frame size we put on 4K, profile high, frame rate on 60. I don't know how many series it is, but just copy it. Pixel ratio 1, field order none. Put your bitrate to variable bitrate. My English is not the best, guys. Then we put the maximum on 85 and average on 70. We got the NV encoder preset on high quality and RC mod on VBR. Audio, we put it on here. Just copy it. System, yeah, didn't change much here. Use project settings. And yeah, that's the rendering settings I'm using. Okay, so here we go, guys. These were all my settings. I hope it helped you guys. I got a lot of questions about people that wanted to see my settings. So yeah, here you go. As you can see, I'm still working on my gaming room. I just moved in here some weeks ago. I'm yeah, setting up everything still. I'm busy with my second setup for editing, maybe a second computer for streaming, or just for my girlfriend so she can play on that computer. Doesn't really matter. I also have a laptop where I can go and do stuff when I'm on the go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, don't forget to watch my videos, and see you guys next time. Bye guys.